The new year has dawned and Iran is facing a total meltdown. The country's currency has just dropped. It has almost collapsed and it now takes 1.4 million Rials to buy one single US dollar. In Tehran, the famous Grand Bazaar has gone silent. The merchants have locked their doors in a historic strike. And this isn't just another protest. It's an economic disaster. With Donald Trump warning that he has locked and loaded and the regime still limping from the airstrikes last summer, the world is asking, are we watching the fuse being lit for a new war? This anger isn't just about slogans anymore. It's more about empty plates. A few days ago, the shopkeepers in the capital walked out. Within a few hours, that spark hit the provinces. In places like Lorestan, the streets turned into a battlefield. 7 people are already dead, including a young member of the regime's own security forces. The government isn't just fighting the political activists anymore. They are fighting families who have seen their life savings evaporate in a single week. So why is the regime hesitating? To find the answer, we have to look back to June 2025, the 12-day war that changed everything. On 22nd June 2025, US and Israeli strikes didn't just hit the buildings in Iran. They gutted Iran's nuclear program and killed dozens of its top military minds. Ayatollah Khamenei's regime is still in power, but its armor appears to have cracked. Inside the halls of power in Iran, there's a desperate debate. Do they try to calm the crowd with talks, or do they bring out the tanks and risk a total breakdown? And then there's a wild card in Washington. President Trump's warning was a hammer blow. He quoted, and I quote him, "If Iran kills peaceful protesters, the US will come to their rescue." Tehran's leaders fired back instantly, calling it a foreign plot. And that's the deadly trap for the protesters, as it also gives the regime the perfect excuse to treat every student and shopkeeper like an enemy spy. The locked and loaded threat isn't just a post on social media. At US bases in Qatar, the fighter jets are on high alert scramble. They aren't just patrolling the skies. They can mean business if the need be. The US has already proven it can strike deep inside Iran with the Navy on the edge in the Persian Gulf. One bloody night on the streets of Tehran could trigger a regional inferno. But we have to ask, can a political military actually rescue a revolution? Critics warn that US bombs often bring a deadly side effect. In a country as proud as Iran, a foreign attack could force even the protesters back into the arms of the regime to defend their soil. And then there's a global price of the war. If Iran feels backed into the corner, they hold a suicide switch. One misfire in the Strait of Hormuz could sink a tanker, freeze the world's oil supply, and then send the gas prices into a tailspin that would actually shake every economy on earth. Well, is Washington ready to save the Iranian streets, even if it means crashing the global market? The government can try to clear the streets with force. They have done it before, but they can't arrest a failing economy. The shopkeepers, the students, the workers, they are all united by a single terrifying truth. They have nothing left to lose. The shadow of war is getting longer, but the fire inside Iran is burning even hotter than ever. Keep watching more videos on India TV English. Hit the subscribe and like button.